Hi, Falcons. Today is day 8 of art, and we are going to be talking about texture. You should have just watched the video with a song and a cute little cartoon showing you different kinds of textures. Textures are how something feels or how it looks like it feels, because sometimes we look at something and we can imagine or pretty much guess how it feels just by looking at it. You could see a pot of boiling water and not have to actually touch it to see that it would be hot. So just like that, texture, we don't have to actually touch it to know how it feels. I have some examples. I was walking around my room and Miss Kelsey let me borrow this maraca. And now without touching it, I bet you can tell it feels a little bumpy because of the way you see the beads. The beads feel bumpy against your arm. There are lots of words that describe texture or how something feels or appears to feel. And I would love for you to share some of those with me. I was just grabbing my marker. So just shout out any kind of word that you can that would describe how something feels. Oh my gosh, I heard you. Someone in the back, you said fluffy. Good job. What did you say? Yes. Prickly. That's another one when something feels prickly. What did you have to say over there, Kev? Oh, good, yes. Furry or hairy is another way we can describe texture, how it feels. Sometimes something can feel smooth, like my glass here. It feels very smooth. Ooh, what did you say? Great, yes. Rough is another way something feels. Very good, yes. Excellent. Yes, you're right. Woven. When we see like a sweater, something that is woven sometimes has a feeling. Sometimes, like when we see mom's placemats and they are woven different materials that are threaded together, it has that feeling. We also have bumpy. That's right. And I thought I just heard someone say the last one I was thinking of also, soft or squishy. Good. We are going to use these words today to go on a texture scavenger hunt. So I'm going to give you a minute to get your materials. You will need the PDF file. You could print it out at the bottom of those materials needed, where it will have a sheet that looks just like this that has all our different words to describe textures. Or you can just use a plain sheet of white paper folded into 8 sections, whatever's easiest for you. You will also need a pencil and some crayons. Now, I chose to use naked crayons today because later on I'm going to show you a neat way we can use naked crayons, which are actually just crayons without the wrapping of the paper on them, and how we can use them to create texture drawings. So press pause and get your stuff. Welcome back. Today, you are going to go on a scavenger hunt around your house looking for something with that word. So I was thinking of the word fluffy. And I thought, and I went around my house looking, and I came up with a pillow. A pillow was something that was so fluffy in my house. So I am going to draw a picture of a pillow. Now, for the word prickly, the second one, I was actually thinking of when my husband gave me a kiss goodnight last night on the cheek. He had not shaved this week yet, so I was thinking of his prickly beard that tickles against my face when he gives me a kiss goodbye on the cheek. So I am going to draw a picture of Mr. Ruskowski here with his prickly beard that he has not shaved yet. The next one is furry or hairy. Can you think of something furry or hairy? Many of you have one walking around your house. How about that pet of yours? Yes. So you could draw a picture of your furry pet. Maybe it's a cat or a hamster. A furry pet is a great example. Something smooth we talked about. I'm going to go look in my house and try to find maybe a glass. That would be a great thing to draw for something smooth. What other things can you think of for rough, woven, bumpy, soft, or squishy? Think of your own ideas. Don't just copy mine. Remember, we talked about the word synthesize. Synthesize is when you take somebody's ideas and make them their own and create something new. So when I was finished with my scavenger hunt, I'll show you my results. I had a picture of a pillow for Fluffy. Prickly, I had my husband's rough beard. Furry or fluffy, hairy, I had my cat, that I don't really have, but I like cats. I have a picture of a glass for smooth. For rough, I was thinking how the sand feels between my toes when I go to the beach. That has a rough feeling. A woven, I thought about the sweaters I have and how when they're knit, they have that chunky feeling. Sometimes by repeating a pattern in our drawing, we can get that look that we want of something looking woven. Whoops. For bumpy, I was thinking about hills outside. And for soft or squishy, I was thinking about toothpaste, that mushy, gunky feeling that we have when we're squeezing it out of the tube. So that is what we are going to be working on today. Another great idea you can do with textures if you have some extra time is find some things around the house that have texture. I found some scissors. That's pointy. Ooh. And I also found a quarter. I am going to take one of my naked crayons here. That's just a crayon that has no paper on it. And I'm going to put the coin under the paper like this. And when I rub it over it like this, the texture of the coin shows up. I'll see if I could show you again. You can see the coin coming up. Another great one to use for that is a leaf. If you take a leaf and you put it underneath a piece of paper and run your paper over it with that naked crayon, just like I'm doing, the texture of that leaf will show right through the paper. So that's a great idea that you can do with texture after you finish your scavenger hunt. I would love to see some of the textures you find. If you want to share them with me, just send me a little chat message from our lesson, and I'd love to see. If not, Have fun with this. I will see you next time, and we are going to start talking about color. Have a great day.